right, so today, just a business thought. So if you've heard of the Eisenhower Matrix, that's where it's from Dwight Eisenhower, and basically there are like 4 categories. He broke things down into a chart, and 2 columns, 2 rows. On the top left, you have your urgent and important tasks. Then on top right, you have urgent but not important. The bottom left, you have not urgent but important. And then on the bottom right, you have not urgent and not important. And basically, or it's something similar to that. But basically, he wants us to focus, or he wants us to prioritize what is important that only we can do. And obviously, if it's important and urgent, we need to get it done right now. If it's important, so say it's like business planning or has something to do like that, but you don't necessarily have to do it right now, that is something that you need to schedule, because otherwise it will always be put on the back burner. That's the hardest part for a lot of people. Meanwhile, if it's urgent but not important, that's not saying that any aspect of your business is not important, but does it have to be done by you, or can you delegate that to somebody else? So I always think of when I was in the remodeling business and there was a change order, or there's something that we had to react to. It was urgent. We needed to make a decision right then and there. But did we need me to go out and figure out the next step? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But sometimes it just made more sense for whatever skilled trade to make their recommendation, and then we go off of that. Because who's going to know more about, the way that maybe my tile design didn't work out, and the tile installer is like, hey, this will be better. I can easily relay that information, and sometimes, depending on the client, I had to actually go out and show the client. But sometimes it just made more sense, okay, I can make a simple phone call. That's when I was project managing, selling, designing, doing probably too much. But once we actually ended up getting a project manager, then that was part of his tasks and his responsibilities, and then that's something that I was able to delegate and get off my plate and focus on the important tasks that maybe weren't so urgent. Because if you're always putting out fires, which are very urgent and they have to be done, you're living your day-to-day in a very much reactive mode. And have you gone through those days where you did a million things, but you had a to-do list and not one thing, basically, or one important thing was checked off of that to-do list because other things just kept getting in your way? So that's kind of the way to think about it. And then lastly, the not important and the not urgent, that's on your bottom right for the Eisenhower Matrix. Can you just eliminate those? Do they need to be done? If they do, can you automate them where they just basically get done, automatically, obviously? If they can't be automated, can you delegate them to somebody else? And really, before you do that, you need to ask yourself, should this even be something that we're doing? Should I pay somebody, or should the company pay somebody to do this? Or does it make more sense to just eliminate it? Like, is this a necessary task? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. So only you could decide that. That's the Eisenhower Matrix. And obviously you want to spend the most time on the urgent and important, but as a business owner and a manager, you really need to focus on scheduling and sticking to your schedule, the important but not urgent, because that is the one that often gets overlooked. So that's my business thought for today. Let me know what you think, and have a great day.